The way that we do marketing is literally changing by the day thanks to technologies like AI. It's disrupting entire ecosystems of business growth like SEO. If you go search on Google, you get an AI generated summary and maybe a couple PPC links that people paid for. So the years of just dumping blog posts on your website and getting free traffic and free growth doesn't really exist anymore. So the question is, what type of marketing actually does work? And what I want to do in this video is tell you exactly how to execute with your marketing, regardless of the medium or the style of marketing that you're doing. I'm going to give you 7 actionable insights that you can use, whether you're B2B or B2C. You can take this framework and you can use it for any industry and any niche that you could possibly imagine. And before we get into that, I just want to stress how important it is to understand that your organic marketing is the foundation of your business. Ad costs fluctuate, platforms come and go, influencers come and go. But if you can organically market your business well, you will always have a place in the market space. And in my opinion, it is one of the most important assets that a business can have, whether you're talking about business growth or evaluation for an exit. Is your organic marketing on point? So without further ado, let's get into it. So as I was just saying, organic marketing is critical to growth and the potential value of your business, but it's very uncertain right now and things are changing, but the ability to do organic marketing lasts forever. So marketing in 2025, where to start? Well, there's a couple things to consider. We have things like AI engine optimization, which is becoming more and more relevant as time goes on, while SEO becomes less and less relevant. We have content marketing, which in my opinion is one of the highest leverage things that a business can do because everyone consumes video, and I don't see this changing for at least a couple of years. We have sales assets, so things like creating compelling case studies or demos of your product, or just a behind the scenes look at how your product gets manufactured if it's a physical product. These are very valuable. You have outbound, which is account-based marketing. You have paid ads. For the purpose of this video, what I'm going to talk about is your organic marketing and specifically your content marketing, because you're going to need to create content in some way, shape, or form. Even if a completely new technological device comes out tomorrow, you will need to do marketing with that technology and that device. So where to start if you're in B2B or B2C? Here's where you start. Every single business has a founder. Every single one. Maybe there's multiple founders, but every single business has a founder. And so that's what we're going to focus on for this video, because there's 7 different ways that a founder can do marketing for their product, regardless of if it's a $10 billion company or a $1 company. So starting with the first option, we want to go with the origin story. The origin story is always a high performer for any of my clients and my businesses, but basically it's just humanizing the business. It's showing the world that there's a person behind this and there's a reason why this company was started besides take your money from you. So this is always a top performer. You can share why you started your company. You want to keep it real, keep a narrative. Did you have a pain point? Were you bored? Were you going crazy in your job? What was the reason that you started this company in the first place? And a pro tip is to use a real photo, just something that shows that you're human. Maybe it's you with your family, maybe it's you in your garage as you got started. This could be many different things just depending on your story and who you are, but the origin story is something you can rinse and repeat. You can never stop telling the story. If you look at Khalil Rafati from Sun Life Organics, he wrote a couple books about his origin story, and it's powerful, and that really drives people to the business. So people want to buy from people. People trust people. The origin story is so important as you are building your business and the foundation of your organic marketing in the first place. If you look at Dad Gang, which is a very successful B2C company, it's all about he was an agency owner and he didn't like it, and he started something in his garage because he had kids, and now it's one of the biggest apparel brands in the world. Now, number 2, this as of right now in May of 2025 is probably the most effective organic marketing that you can do, but this is the lead magnet post. So it's controversial, but it's very powerful. This is when you say comment to get X, and X could be a video, it could be a freebie, there's a million things that it could be. But this works really well if your resource is actually valuable. You'll see this on Instagram, you'll see this on LinkedIn, you'll see this on X. This just works. It just works. And so with that said, the reason that it works so well is number 1, you need to have a good piece of content behind it that's engaging and compelling. But number 2, it gets people to engage with the video, and that engagement pushes it out to more and more people. So I'm shocked that this is still working as much as it is, but it is just ridiculously effective. And so if your resource works, this is probably one of the best things that you could ever do to grow your list. Because what happens is you send them the resource, but in order to get the resource, they have to put in either an email or a phone phone number. And then from there, you have that information and you can nurture those leads and you can ideally convert a lot of those leads to customers. And they're willing to exchange that information with you because you're providing a lot of value to them. So ask yourself, would I pay $50 for this? And if the answer is no, it's not a good idea to use this as a lead magnet post. If the answer is yes, absolutely. Use it as a lead magnet post. So, you can definitely use a teaser image or a GIF or something like that to kind of spark curiosity. But I'm telling you, the lead magnet post is definitely one of my favorite ways to just generate a lot of conversation and to get your content pushed out to more and more people. Okay. So number 3, we have industry trend commentary. So this is basically thought leadership. So what's happening in your space? Is there news? Does something happen with the government? Talk about it. One of my best posts on LinkedIn was about LinkedIn's algorithm changes. And funny enough, it got tremendous amounts of reach. There's not really any media required for this, but visuals will definitely help reinforce your point. And the industry trends is just another way of saying thought leadership. You should be a thought leader. So for example, I help people with their marketing. It makes sense for me if a new ChatGPT version comes out that indexes the web and pushes physical products more. Just as an example, I need to be on top of the news and talking about it because that will bring in everyone from the top of the funnel into the bottom of the funnel. So industry trend commentary is very, very valuable and very, very effective. Next, we have ICP templates. So basically just giving your audience assets that they can just plug and play with. So it could be an outline, a script. For me, a good example would be, here is an outline for YouTube videos that you can do to rank number 1 for whatever keyword you want in your industry. That would just be one example. Another could be cold email scripts that you plug and play for your industry, because I've written cold email scripts at scale and it's been very effective for me. But we all are going to have our things that we can just rinse and repeat. You need to have ICP templates. This is a great thing that you can do to put content out there with, because people want to understand, how are you doing what you're doing? You're so successful, it's working. I want to do it too. I want it to work for me too. So ICP templates are a great way to get started on that. And so next up, we have product curation posts. So are there new features, something cool that happened? Did you see your product in the wild? Did your product get a win for a customer? It's basically just a list of updates that shows momentum and gives you a reason to post. So if you're not like a natural content creator, you feel awkward about it, this is a great way for you to be able to get some content out there. And I love to use customer success stories in these videos because it's essentially a case study, right? That's how you can think about it. It's basically a case study that is demonstrating your product value that people are going to see, and it also acts as content. Now, this next one's interesting. So this is called dogfooding your product. So use your own product and show the results. This one, this is kind of what I'm trying to do with this YouTube channel now is try to grow it and book some calls with it and provide value to get some customers. And that's dogfooding my own product. So you're using your product and showing the results. So the founder of Beehive does this. He's built a newsletter on Beehive. He uses his built-in social proof. Basically you are the case study for your product. And if you compare this with like a dashboard screenshot or a short demo video, it's basically saying like, hey, look how well this is working for me. Oh, not to mention, this is what it looks like on the back end. And so it's showing people the use case and the utility, but also the ROI that it can bring. And dogfooding your product is an incredibly valuable way to be able to repurpose your product and sell it in the form of organic content, because people in the industry will see how you're doing it and they'll want to do it too. So you're literally selling your product. Now, second to last, we had the pain points and the listicles. So you're watching this style right now. So basically, calling out a real struggle and then offering actionable solutions in a list. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm providing you with a list of action steps that you can use to take your business to the next level. So, chances are, whatever industry you're in, there is a whole list of things that you do or use that other people would like access to. And that's where your listicle comes in. You can easily just take it out of your brain, put it in there, and put it into a piece of content, and it works every single time. This is a classic, and it seriously always works for me. Now, here's kind of the bonus. We call this the O moment. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get demonetized or anything by YouTube, but basically share a crisis you overcame. This is, once again, that human content, putting a human behind the business. So a close call, something personal, mission aligned. A good example would be, there was a time in my business where back was against the wall, was worried if we were going to go bankrupt or go under, but we did X, Y, and Z to get out of it. That was a very, motivational post for a lot of people to see that may be feeling like they're in that same situation. But The oh crap moment that I'll call it is essentially just you being very vulnerable and being very open and very honest and saying, this is a very difficult moment in my business. This is what we did to overcome it. And here's where we're at now. So you just want to be vulnerable. You want to be open. You want to show up, and you just want to be very clear that, hey, I'm a human and I'm struggling with all this too, and I'm just trying to do the best that I can. So just to summarize, those are 8 different things that we can do. We have the origin story post, the lead magnet post, the industry trend commentary, the ICP templates, product curation post, dogfooding your product, pain points and listicles, and the oh crap moment. And if you mix all of these up, you'll have endless amount of content. You'll literally never run out. And then you're going to be at the forefront of this kind of marketing 2.0 that we're in, showing up in front of people, resonating with them. And ultimately, they're going to become fans of you and the mission behind the business. And as a result, they're going to trust you and they're going to buy your product. So this is how you do marketing in 2025, in my opinion. This is how I'm doing it for myself. This is how I'm doing it for any client I'm working with. And I highly recommend that you implement this. But if it's not clear or you have questions, leave a comment. I'm happy to give you some insights based on your specific business for how you can use this strategy and use it to grow your own business.